Hey there, you ugly rat. Oh, does it hurt your feelings that I called you an ugly little rat? Yeah, well, you should get plastic surgery done. How about that? And then maybe it won't be a little ugly, but ugly, stupid little rat. You should get some plastic surgery done by Dr. Miami. Is what I would say if I had some sort of ulterior motive to make everybody else in the world uglier than me and botched, and it's therefore I'd be mocking in comparison if you guys all got work done by Dr. Miami. Hey there, it's Delilah. How are you doing today? I gotta work on those intros, huh? I'll get in the writing room. I'm sorry for that one, you guys. You're not ugly. You're beautiful. Hey, assuming that most y'all haven't had work done by Dr. Miami, you are in the clear, my friend. If you haven't guessed, we're gonna be talking about Dr. Miami today. If you don't know who that is, he is a plastic surgeon, he's like a plastic surgeon, social media influencer, American celebrity doctor who practices plastic surgery. He is active on social media as Dr. Miami, and he has been on reality television. He runs plastic surgery, whatever, don't give a shit. We're going to be talking about Dr. Miami, specifically his treatment of his employees. So he has this famous TikTok account, 3.2 million followers, okay? On his TikTok account, he posts a lot of videos like with the people that work for him. We're specifically going to be talking about one of the people that worked for him that ran his social media that came out recently about how she was like so severely underpaid. The work environment was so hostile. They were constantly pressuring her to get plastic surgery done and blah, 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 blah. Crazy. His response to her TikToks after she came out about it, even crazier. And we're just going to talk about Dr. Miami as a whole. But before we get into it, y'all, my friends at Valessa and I are literally, are literally giving away free toys and gift cards to everyone who signs up down below. Valessa's mission is to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. I've been a big fan of Valessa for a while, as you guys know. They're super LGBT friendly with an entire section on their website dedicated to every body, every identity, and every kind of desire. Their LGBT section features super versatile toys for any kind of play. Everything in this section is designed to help you explore, connect, and feel empowered in your pleasure journey. And I have some fun little toys to show you guys here today. First, we have the Flutter Vibe. This toy is designed to simulate the experience of a human tongue, but with added precision. It also offers dual stimulation, and it comes in this super discreet carrying case. Look at that, so cute. You can also charge it from this case, so you don't have to leave anything suspicious looking laying around. You can literally just charge it from this. Nobody will suspect a thing, and it is also 100% waterproof. Next here we have the Air Max. It is a suction toy. It sets the standard for suction toys, really. It channels full air pulse power into a sleek handheld design with no vibrations, no distracted, just refined airwave technology that delivers a deep rhythmic sensation. It has a seamless silicone mouth that creates a smooth, comfortable seal for consistent suction. And it has a larger opening for the suction hole as well to cover more surface area, and it makes it more suitable for all body types. It is also super quiet. All of the toys that I've seen from Valessa are so quiet. They really value discreetness, and that is very important to me. And I'm sure many others who don't live alone have families, roommates that they don't want all up in their business. And last here we have the Ultra Blow. This bad boy is as high-tech as it gets. It thrusts up and down and spins on the inside to deliver multiple sensations at the same time. There are 8 thrusting and rotation speeds while we're at it, and ribbed inserts for maximum pleasure. And you can use the buttons at the top to control the speeds and functions and enjoy the experience at your own pace. And yeah, those are the lovely toys that I have to show you guys today. If you are interested in any of these toys or any of the other toys listed on their website, I can't stress this enough. Valessa and I are literally sending out free toys or gift cards to everyone who signs up to my giveaway through the link down below. I'll have it in the description, and I'll have it as a pinned comment. Now go out there, go have some fun. Back to the video. One of the things that he's been blowing up for as of late is he performed Clavicular's nose job. Okay, so I don't like to body shame when it comes to stuff that people can't change, like if I was just making fun of the way Clavicular's nose looks, it's like, okay, he was born with that, he can't control that. This was a choice. He made the choice to make his nose look different, and it turned out really not good. And also, Clavicular is literally his whole thing. If you don't know who Clavicular is, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start with that. Famous looks maxer dude. But he's built his entire career off of criticizing other people's looks. So it's like, come on. It's fair game at that point. Let me show you pre-nose job Clavicular. Clavicular. No, not clavicle. Gosh, bro. Talk about irrelevant when the vast majority of photos that come up are the fucking clavicle. Bruh. Okay, this is Clavicular. This is him before. Nostrils, I guess, kind of wide. I think his nose looked fine before. Okay, this is his nose from the side now, post nose job. But y'all, the other side? How'd that happen? Somebody said it looks like he was permanently inhaling. That's really mean, but it's really true. And okay, I know that like it's, you know, it's not his final result. You still have to wait for some of the swelling to go down, but come on. That doesn't make sense for it to be that uneven, and that's just a result of swelling, like for it to look like that, and that's apparently just supposed to be because of the swelling. I don't know about all that, but okay, yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up quickly since we're talking about Dr. Miami anyways, since Dr. Miami's kind of been talked about as of late, I guess, for that as well. But now we're going to get into the actual meat and potatoes of what we're talking about, which is Dr. Miami's ex-social media girl. She runs the account, she films the TikToks, the Reels, the whatever, because Dr. Miami's page, he does a bunch of trends, like with his employees, you know, shit like this. I'll put some examples on screen.
She went to Miami, just doing me Dr. Miami.
Don't you throw that up here.
You raggedy bitch.
I said, nope. That's disgusting. Damn, so how'd you get back home? You had the Uber?
What you mean, my boy?
Oh no.
Got to see it through, my boy.
That girl right there is Santina. And she worked for Dr. Miami for a good while and then recently stopped working for him. And she came to TikTok to talk about what was actually going down the whole damn time. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, it's actually so insane. Okay, so let me pull up her first TikTok that I saw about this. This is Santina's TikTok, by the way. This is her own personal TikTok. As you'll notice on screen, we have a little series, Why I Left. Let's take a look at part 1, shall we? Why I Quit Dr. Miami intro. 6.5 million views.
Honestly, I would have never told this story, but every 6 months, like actually clockwork, this man makes a video that references me and it brings so many people to my account and they're like, what happened with Dr. Miami? What's the beef? Why do you hate him? You thought you were bigger than the program? Like all this fucking bullshit. And it's so like, I'm like, free me. And maybe it's
so she's talking about how Dr. Miami kind of like shades her a little bit. Like every 6 months he talks about her and kind of shades her because people are coming to her account being like, you thought you were bigger than the program, or like, why'd you think you were too good for Dr. Miami? Why'd you quit? Da da da. So she kind of was left at a certain point with no choice but to address it and be like, no, actually, this is the whack shit that was going on when I was working there. Because y'all,
like 2 years.
When you hear about the details of this story, oh, she's better than me. I would have been crashing out at people suggesting that, like, what? Oh, you think you're better than Dr. Miami? Why would you quit? That, like, at people even saying shit along those lines, I'd crash out.
For me to figure it out, but like the only person who could free me from this situation is me. Like, and the only way I can be freed is with the truth. So I'm
sorry, guys. My phone. My phone started charging, and when I plugged my phone in, I made it do that. It's like a shortcut you can do, but it just sounded like I was farting up a storm over here because my phone started charging. I forgot that I set that up. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. A little off the point.
someone's millionaire boss treating them like shit, exploiting them is not unique. That is happening everywhere in the world. That is happening every day in America, and it's more often the case than not. I guess the only difference is that like I'm making everyone think that this guy's goated. Like I'm transposing my personality on.
So like not only is she being mistreated, by the way, I'm gonna cut around this video a little bit. This first video is kind of low-key, no shade, a whole lot of nothing. Like I think she was just nervous to come out talking about Dr. Miami, so she kind of posted a video before she came out talking about him, being like, I'm gonna talk about him, guys, here are the reasons, like just nervous. So this first video, she doesn't actually really get into it much, so I'm gonna skip around this video a little bit. But what she's saying right there is that like not only is this guy like mistreating her, undervaluing her, but at the same time she's posting on his social media for him with her personality and making him likable. You know, like it's her personality in his TikToks and stuff that make him seem likable. So not only is she being mistreated, but her job is also to make everybody like her boss who's mistreating her.
Like making him hella woke, making him like a champion for women's rights and wrongs, like making him a fan of XYZ celebrities. Like I'm giving him like online my personality so that you guys fuck with him, and he couldn't be more opposite from all of that. So
damn, so she's like, I'm making him woke, I'm making him an advocate for women's rights, I'm making him this, I'm making him that, but in actuality, he's the fucking opposite. Ooh.
Last disclaimer before I get into it. The story I'm telling is about Dr. Miami and the inner working of his management. Has nothing to do with any other employee that has worked there before or after. Like, please, like, obviously he has the girl who does his TikTok now, Alex. Like, I've never met her. So, like, do not send her any, like, hate or anything like that. Like, this is about this millionaire man and the people who manage his business. And that is it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, like, talk. And if you don't listen, you don't have to fucking listen.
Okay, yeah, that was part one. Part one was, like I said, it was a whole lot of nothing, I'm gonna be honest. Like, some of the comments are annoyed with her. They're like, you gotta get to the point faster. 6 minutes gave us absolutely nothing. She says a bunch of nothing in this video. You're welcome. People were kind of annoyed at her taking a really long time to tell her story. Whatever. We're gonna learn quick that, like, if her biggest crime is taking forever to tell a story and Dr. Miami's biggest crimes are what we're gonna find out his biggest crimes were, whatever. So let's actually get into the story. How about you? You can tell the reason why she prefaced so much is because it's definitely very nerve-wracking coming for someone with 3.2 million followers. Mind you, she grew those fucking followers for him, and now she's like finally telling the truth about him. I'd be nervous as shit too. So
Okay, sorry.
let's get into the actual part one of why she left. Okay, captions in the corner right there if you want to follow along with captions.
Okay, sorry guys, part one. People are saying that I said a whole lot of nothing. I'm like, how I tell stories is really crazy, but I just said I'm just gonna do 3 parts. First category was the pay. So originally they hired me to be half administrative assistant, half social media person, and I was getting paid $25 an hour as a full-time employee.
Doesn't sound too bad. $25 an hour sounds pretty decent. I'm just gonna let her talk.
1 to 2 months working there, obviously the TikToks were popping the fuck off, and we kind of just decided I'm only gonna be doing social media. But obviously, taking videos of someone does not take a lot of time. So I would be there Monday through Friday, but my hours were like pretty much part-time. So making $25 an hour, like in a year, I made $40K, like before taxes.
$40,000 before taxes. The average US income is approximately $83,000. Okay, it says approximately 60 to 83,000, and she's making half that. She's making half that working for this multi-millionaire. And literally, like, social media is like, that's most of your marketing. That's like 99% of your marketing. So she's bringing him in so many clients, so much work, making, like, his likeness is pretty much all attributed to her. She was saying herself, he's the opposite of woke. He's the opposite of this, opposite of that. I made him likable. I portrayed him this way. I'm the reason why people like him. And she's making, oh my God, half of what the average US annual income is. But all of his likeness and a good percentage of his clients also probably are attributed to her. That's her doing for portraying him in this way.
And it just like was not enough to survive. And people would literally be commenting like, you need a raise, you need a raise, you need a raise. And he'd be like, kiki, like in the comments. Meanwhile, I'm like nah, bro, like I need a raise. So at one point, I go to the office manager, Rosie, who's like his sister-in-law, and I'm like, I love you guys, but like I cannot, this is like early in the beginning, I cannot work here because mama, I need to pay rent. Also, I had so much shit going on in my personal life that like my main goal was like I need to move out and like make my circumstances better. And she was like, we can't give you a raise, like sorry.
So early on, she's like, I literally can't afford to work for you guys. I need to move out. This doesn't support me moving out. There's no chance of me moving out anytime in the future, making this amount of money. I need a raise if I'm going to continue working for you guys. And whoever it was that she said, I think it was like his assistant or something, was like, no, we can't do that. Okay.
It was so crazy because I had taken their account from like 1.1 million followers and 5% engagement to like 3.2 million followers and 25% engagement in like 1 year. Like,
so you see what I mean when I'm like, yeah, honestly, like a lot of his clientele is probably attributed to her. Like his likeness is attributed to her. She literally tripled his following in a singular year. That's insane. That's insane. To gain 2 million followers in a single fucking year. Oh my gosh, is she hiring? I'll pay you more than I'll pay you more than $25 an hour, girl. Come work for me. You clearly know something that I don't. That's crazy.
Not just that, I did insanely good PR for him. Like before I got his account, motherfuckers did not like him. Like if you looked his name up on Twitter, it was actually jump scare. So she rejected my raise ask, which becomes a theme. Like every time I ask for a raise, they always tell me no, and it's almost like demoralizing because I'm like, bro, I cannot be doing a better job at this job than anyone is in the fucking industry. And like the comment section is telling you that I need to get paid a decent living. Like why can't I just get paid like a normal person? So then I'm like, okay, wait. So I ask her, I'm like, okay, instead of a raise, can I just come in, instead of coming in 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, can I come in 3 days a week and I'll do the exact same amount of videos in that time. At the time, I was doing 2 videos a day, 60 videos a month. And like, basically, I'm like, the exact same amount of money I get paid in my like part-time rate, basically. And we just make it a fixed rate each month and I'll make 60 videos a month. And I come in 3 days a week instead of 5 days a week. And she's like, yeah, okay, we'll consider that a raise. I'm like, well, it's not really a raise because you're getting the exact...
We'll consider that a raise. And it's like, no, I'm actually, the reason why I'm asking to only come in 3 days a week instead of 5 is so that I can get a second job. So it's definitely not considered a raise. Please do not consider that a raise. Like, what do you mean?
Like, I was like, at least if I work here only 3 days a week, I can get another job and... make a living, guys. Welcome to America. But now that I'm like part-time, I don't qualify for like full-time benefits like healthcare and 401k and things like that like are kind of fucking important. So literally for a year and a half, I'm working at a doctor's office and I don't even have healthcare, which is crazy. And like,
that's insane. That's insane. That like, since they can't fucking pay her, which they can't. He's a he's a multi-millionaire surgeon based out of Miami. Literally does work on like famous celebrities, shit like that. Not clavicular, I'm talking about other famous, not him. Does botched ass nose jobs on famous celebrities. No, he like literally multi-millionaire. What's his net worth? Let's take a look. I know that net worth is like assets and shit like that, but at least it's like a rough estimate. Okay, dope. $25 million. $25 million. Okay. $25 million and she's getting paid $40K a year. That's fucking whack. And so she's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna keep working for you, I'm gonna have to get a second fucking job. Goddamn, like, can I come in less days a week so that I can get a second job? And it's like, sure, but actually now all of the benefits and like free healthcare, free this, free that, you're not gonna get that anymore because you're technically part-time now.
Bruh.
Just like fucking her at every corner. Double-edged sword.
Wait, and another thing was like, when they gave me that raise, which basically was just like, wait, come in less days, do the exact same amount of work. They were like, literally do not tell anyone, by the way, that we gave you a raise because you get paid more than some of the people who've worked it for 10 years. And I was...
You get paid more than some of the people that have worked here for 10 years and she's only making $40,000 a year? What do you mean? What do you mean? She gets paid more than some of the people that have worked there for 10 years and she only gets half the average US income. What are you paying these people? Oh my God.
Literally fucking flabbergasted. And then when they transitioned me to like that 3 day a week thing, kind of like constantly I would be asked to do like more. They'd be like, oh, like, you're here, you should do Snapchat. You're here, we should do YouTube. You're here, we should do like this, that, the next. Like, wait, why don't you find us a brand manager so we can make money? And if we get a brand deal, you can get a percentage, which he did get brand deals. I got no percentage, even though I literally recorded, posted all the videos. That's fine. I didn't think I needed that, whatever.
So like, nah, like that, don't gloss over that. If we do a brand deal, you can get a percentage, and then they do a brand deal, she doesn't get a percentage?
Huh?
Okay.
Charging other doctors who would like come to the office and like basically learn how to do TikTok from me. They would charge them like 5 to 15K for one day. I would not make any part of that. I would still be getting paid my normal rate. So
she was training other doctors on how to do TikTok, how to follow TikTok trends, how to whatever. He would charge these other doctors to receive training from her. He would charge them $5,000 to $15,000. She wouldn't get jack shit of it. You greedy. That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy. Let me back that up. Like this whole little spiel right here.
If we get a brand deal, you can get a percentage, which he did get brand deals. I got no percentage, even though I literally recorded, posted all the videos. That's fine. I didn't think I needed that, whatever. They were charging other doctors who would like come to the office and like basically learn how to do TikTok from me. They would charge them like 5 to 15K for one day. I would not make any part of that. I would still be getting paid my normal rate. So it wasn't just like, I didn't really care about the money. No, I did care about the money. Like after a while, it became kind of like disrespectful. It was like, what the fuck? And what makes it more disrespectful is like that man cares so much about money, because I'll get to the next part. When they were not making money, he would have the craziest crash outs. So it's like, for someone who is so obsessed with money and the concept of having to pay for things, why can't you understand that other people have to make a living too? Like literally crazy. So Rosie, his practice manager, also became like my really good friend. So like we would do a lot of things together. Like we did CrossFit for like a full year together. We get our hair done together, whatever. And there was like a lot of things that like she would buy for me, like pay for me for, like my gym membership, like one time a spa thing, like a Harry Styles bag. And like that happened, but like I feel like in hindsight, it was almost like accepting a bribe kind of. I was like, okay, like no, I know I can't give you a raise, but like I'll buy your lunch today kind of thing. And like in hindsight, I wish I just like put my foot down more, but because she was kind of like the boss, like that's who I would have to ask for a raise, and she was like my friend.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Like, if we're gonna talk about victim blaming or shit like that, like, oh, why didn't you just leave? Why didn't you just this? Like, she's now kind of friends with the, like, other manager person. This other manager person is, like, buying her stuff, paying for her stuff, her gym membership, or, like, buying her lunch or whatever. And then whenever she asks for a raise, it's like, well, no, I can't do that, but I can do this for you. Or, like, making her, kind of manipulating her in a sense as if she should feel more grateful than she does, or that if she asks for a raise, that means that she's not being grateful. It makes sense. I would feel weird in that position too.
It felt like it was so much harder to do.
It's also like for the people that are like, why didn't you just leave? Well, she did. People love to do that. People like to do that in relationships too. Like when someone talks about a toxic ex or whatever, they're like, why didn't you just leave? It's like, well, they're my ex, so I did. Like, yeah, it took a little bit. I know that I didn't leave immediately after the first incident, but like, I did leave. So what's the relevance of saying that? And also, what's the relevance of saying that? Because it's not like I can go back in time and leave sooner.
Okay, so that is the money part. Now I'm going to go to the personality, because actually jump scare.
Okay, that's the first part. Talking about the money, talking about how $25 an hour, yet she's only working a few hours a week. She's only making $40K a year while working for a multi fucking millionaire. Grew his TikTok account from 1 million followers to 3.2 million followers. She's the reason for his likeness. She's the reason that people like him. When people would look up Dr. Miami before she started working for him, like everyone had negative things to say because his actual personality was like fucking trash. It was her TikToks that she was posting on behalf of him that made his personality look good, because it was her personality being construed through those TikToks. And meanwhile, people are commenting being like, you need to give this girl a raise, like she's so good at what she does, blah blah blah. And he's like kikiing in the comments, like joking around with them, but it's like, no, like you do, like you need to give her a raise though. You actually do need to give her a raise. But then when she asks for a raise, it's like, oh, I can't give you a raise, but I'll pay for your gym membership, or I'll da 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 da, like shit like that. So that's part one about the money aspect of it. Fucking crazy. Let's go to part two.
A few moments later.
Okay, hello. Ignore the fact that my bangs are curled and I also now have obtained straps on my top. I was getting really irritated with both my hair and the fact that my top was falling down. So I'm chilling now. Let's go to the next part. His personality. I'm very curious about this. I watched the series like when it first came out, but that was a little while ago. And like I don't even remember what was fully said in it. So I'm kind of going into this blind with you guys. But like she was saying a bit earlier, she was like, I made him seem like he was more woke than he was. I made him seem like he was like an advocate for women's rights and for da-da-da-da-da, insinuating that that doesn't reflect his actual beliefs. So I'm very intrigued to see this next part where she talks about his personality, his actual personality, aside from just how she made him look.
Wait, brief interlude because
never mind. Let's take a look at her brief interlude.
actually like shaking with anxiety.
Oh.
I hate drama. Like,
Okay.
I don't like people talking about me, like, and I think it's giving me a lot of anxiety because the internet is like so uncontrollable. And like, I know that you guys are gonna hear this and like want to like defend me and stuff like that, but like, I don't need to be defended. It's 2 years time.
Okay, fair enough. She's nervous about people going and like commenting on his TikToks being like, I can't believe you, like just like super hot and heavy on behalf of her. I totally get that. Sometimes when I talk about certain creators or I have critiques about certain creators, I'll like go check in on them, see what's going on, and I'll see sometimes the top comments will be like, who's here from Delilah's video? And I'm like, guys, have some subtlety, please. Can't really expect the internet to be subtle, but it is nerve-wracking. I get that. Somebody did comment on this post and they said, social media manager here, don't go commenting to defend her. The worst thing you can do is quietly unfollow/block without engaging in any of the content. Hope this helps. Which is true. When it comes to like, y'all, people need to get real, get serious when it comes to canceling people, because we see time and time again, especially this kind of like new wave lolcally way of canceling people that's been more normalized recently, which is flooding their comment sections to make fun of them and to call them out. That gets some more engagement. That doesn't cancel them at all. It actually makes their shit perform better. It pushes their video in the algorithm for people who don't care about the controversies to see their video and follow them. It actually gets them more followers because you're getting them more engagement and therefore pushing them on the algorithm more. So best case scenario, best way to go about all this kind of stuff is just to block the person. Like that's, and then you never accidentally give them a view. I know you want to be nosy. If you must be nosy, be a little nosy and then block them. But don't comment, don't even like negative comments about them. I know it feels like you're contributing to like the backlash or contributing to canceling them by liking negative comments. Don't even do that. Don't engage in any way. If you have to give them a view, give them a view. If you're nosy, whatever, but don't engage in any way. That's the best way to cancel somebody, and then block them. But anyways, yeah, she's talking about like being nervous about people going and saying stuff on her behalf.
And I think it would make me feel a lot better about posting the story if I knew that like you guys were gonna be like cool, calm, and collected. Like if we could have that energy, that would be amazing and would make me feel a lot better, because right now I'm like, I have so much anxiety about.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, somebody also commented and said, just tell the story. We're not gonna do nothing with this fucking photo. That's funny. Okay, now let's get to part two. Let's keep it rolling.
Part two, why I love Dr. Miami. This is gonna be his personality. The personality aspect is hard because not only do we have his personality, which is like erratic. Insane. Like, he's the kind of person that like he has no concept of like good or bad. It just like everything to him is good. Like he believes like all press is good press. Like it doesn't matter what you're saying about him, as long as he's getting attention, he loves it. Like his number one objective in life is money. Like that's all he gives a fuck about. So like if the attention could lead to money, that's all he fucking cares about. But we're not just dealing with his personality. There's the practice manager who's Rosie, and like my good friend at the time
that was like kind of bribing her, like buying her lunch, like that a practice manager, whatever that means. That's Rosie.
And at the time, I wasn't able to, I was like too close to the situation to recognize that like, though she was my friend, she was my boss at the end of the day, and the person whose side she was always going to take was his. And so even when he was being himself, which was actually fucking insane. She was kind of just like the person who would like do the cleanup job, right? Like the emotional cleanup job. And I felt like really connected to her, which is why for a long time, like I didn't leave. Why also when I left, I didn't want to say anything bad about him because I didn't want to hurt the other people that are close to him, like Rosie, his kids, like his wife, like people that like just don't deserve to catch a stray on his behalf. But so you get an understanding of his personality and like how just like he just like doesn't.
Yikes. You know it's
like
bad when she's like, I didn't want to talk about this because I didn't want to jeopardize every single other person in his life, his family, his this, his that. You know it's bad.
Social cues. And it's not about his intent, it's about his impact. When I first started working there, he looked at me and was like, you need arm lipo. Like,
oh, sorry. Hell no. Bro, that's your boss. You first come in for your first interview, you first start working there, you need arm lipo. Like I knew that part of the story included him pressuring her into getting certain procedures done. I did not remember the part where like he just straight up said to her, you need arm lipo. You need arm lipo. Like, and that's a thing that a lot of plastic surgeons are criticized for in general, is the fact that inherently when you're a plastic surgeon, you capitalize off of and make money from keeping women insecure. But that's kind of like the broader, that's like the in between the lines of it. It's like, well, yeah, naturally plastic surgeons, they make money off of women's insecurities. Like that's the underlying theme. That's naturally going to happen with plastic surgeons. But no, this is just directly being like, yes, plastic surgeons make money off of women's insecurities, and while I'm at it, I'm going to make women as insecure as I possibly can. I'm going to go to individual women and be like, you need this. And that's your employee too. That alone is like, bro, that's got to be like where's HR? Where's HR? Where's that's fucked up. You need arm lipo. As a girl that's been told I need arm lipo myself, as a girl that would love to get arm lipo myself, that hits a little close to home too, because I would be like, okay, Dr. Miami, just get it over with. Like, that's fucked up though. That's fucked up. I'm gonna use these fat arms and I'm gonna fly away from this bitch. You see that? I'm flying away. Dr. Miami, fuck you.
no one asked. Like, you need 22-year-old girl, like you have fat arms, you need
22.
arm lipo. And I was like, I thought it was a joke at the time. Like I was like, yeah, but he would bring it up so consistently that it became like a complex of mine. And I started to go to CrossFit with Rosie for 1 full year to spot train my arms.
Bro, literally giving this girl like not an eating disorder, but like it could turn into that. It could turn into like giving her like body dysmorphia of sorts. Like she literally started going to CrossFit to specifically train and tone her arms because her boss is telling her that she needs arm lipo. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Think about that. Think about if you work at a fucking grocery store and your boss says some shit like that. Like, it doesn't make it okay just because he's a plastic surgeon. You don't say that shit. That's fucked. Unless you have a patient that comes in and it's like, doctor, give it to me straight. What do I need to do? That's very specific criteria in which it would be okay to any degree to say something like that to someone. And even then, you would not word it like, you need arm lipo.
Month, we would go into his office and Rosie with a tape measure.
I've gone to plastic surgery. Sorry, I'm tangenting about it. Can you tell it hits close to home? It literally does. I have gone to plastic surgeons before to talk to them about my arms. Like, I genuinely want to get arm lipo. I'm there for a consultation, right? They know that I could very well be a client of theirs, and they have told me, listen, like, I can do this little bit for you, like, realistically make it like a little bit more toned, whatever, but if I'm being honest, I don't think it's a super necessary procedure. I understand if it'll make you feel better, but I just want to let you know that, like, to me, a plastic surgeon who sees all kinds of patients every day, it's definitely not a super noticeable trait of yours. It's not super necessary. You don't feel like you have to do this. Like, I've had literal plastic surgeons tell me that. And meanwhile, if they were to just tell me, oh, okay, yeah, you do need it, like, let's get it done, they would make thousands and thousands off of me. And keep in mind, this isn't even a girl that has expressed wanting anything like that. Like, he just said that offhand.
Measure my arms, and he would literally laugh and be like, "You're not down." And I started to go to CrossFit with Rosie for 1 full year to spot train my arms. And every month we would go into his office, and Rosie with a tape measure would measure my arms, and he would literally laugh and be like, "You're not down, just get the arm lipo, just get the arm lipo, just get."
What do you mean they would take a tape measure? Oh my God! They would take a tape measure to her arms every single month to see if the number would go down. And they would laugh at her and be like, just get the arm lipo.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
I did not remember that detail from when I first watched this. No, that's insane, because... oh, it's even worse. It's even worse, guys, because what we're about to find out! Dr. Miami, damn, I wasn't paying attention to what his arms look like when I first looked him up. They better be... Dr. Miami better have the most gorgeous arms I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm being petty now. There are things I could say right now. Okay, I'll tell you what I wanted to say. Okay, this isn't me saying it, but this is what came to my brain. I was gonna say, talk about arm lipo beefcake. That's just what the evil part of me wanted to say. He actually has like a very normal looking body, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know. He's not a beefcake. Or a meatball. That was the other word that came to my brain. No! But it's also like, bro, that breaks my heart, honestly, knowing that she was 22 when that was going on, too. And also knowing, I do remember the next part of the story. I'll just play it.
The arm lipo. And eventually I did, and like my arms look great, but like, is that
She did eventually get arm lipo. They did eventually pressure her into getting arm lipo from him. And it gets even worse, though. It gets even worse, specifically in regards to arm lipo, because,
appropriate thing to say to your employee? Like, what the fuck? But like, to him, it's not inappropriate or anything. It's just like, yeah, like, your arms are fat, you need arm lipo. So that you understand how other people, like, enabled his behavior. So 4 or 5 days after I get arm lipo, I'm in so much pain, my arms are burning, because, like, all this fluid would build up, and they get asked to go to Louisiana to collab with this doctor, and the doctor is paying them $30K for the day. And they tell me, you have to go. And I'm like, well, I am in so much pain, I don't want to go. And they're like, well, you have to go.
How many days after
when I would go on these trips with them. So 4 or 5 days after I get on my boat, I'm in so much pain.
4 or 5 days after, bro. What's the healing time before you're allowed to return to work? He would know it better than anyone, and they had her returning in 4 to 5 days. When can you return to work after arm lipo? Okay, it says 3 to 7 days if it is a light desk-based work job. So like for me, if I were to get arm lipo, I could sit at my desk, not really move my arms much, and like still do work. But then it says if your job requires heavy lifting, frequent overhead reaching, or strenuous physical activity, you should plan to take 10 to 14 days off. So like 2 weeks off. She's about to talk about the stuff that they had her doing 4 days post-op, when Dr. Miami, the literal plastic surgeon, would know better than anyone the kind of like healing process for this and how much time you should take, like what's necessary.
And I'm like, well, I am in so much pain, I don't want to go. And they're like, well, you have to go. Mind you, when I would go on these trips with them, like for business or for vacation, whatever it was, I was not getting paid overtime or extra work. It was literally like that same rate that I had negotiated at the very beginning. I was not getting paid a percentage of any, like nothing. And
they're getting paid $30K a day. She's 4 days post-op, having to travel 4 days post-op. I would carry her luggage, shit like that. Come with them on this fucking vacation while she's post-op. By the way, not to mention, 4 days post-op, you're still on pain meds.
Like, you can do desk work. You're not like super loopy, but you're still kind of out of it. You're still on payments. And they're getting paid $30,000 a day. They know that she's 4 days post-op. They didn't tell her this before they did the surgery. They only sprung this on her after they did the surgery. Oh yeah, you don't get time off work. You have to come with us to Louisiana, and we're getting paid $30,000 a day, but you're still getting paid fuck all. You're still getting paid fuck all. And you're 4 days post-op, and we're very aware of the repercussions of that, of the pain that you're going to be in, etc. And we don't care. We're not even paying you more.
Louisiana, my arms are filled with fluid. I had actually gone to like their hospital thing at midnight to try to get them drained, and I couldn't. And I'm in the airport, I'm telling him my arms are in so much pain, I need to drain them. And he's like, stop being a fucking baby. Like, you're being a baby. And this is...
Stop being a baby. When this is very well something that he can perform.
Employer at this point, right? This is my doctor who owes me a degree of medical care, and I have to continue to like take, like, I'm being serious, and he's like, when we get there we'll drain your arms, whatever. So obviously we get there and we don't drain my arms, because obviously we get there and Rosie's like, oh, we'll go follow him, like, let's do videos, like, whatever. So I work a full day, my arms are in so much pain, I'm using my arms obviously with the phone.
Yeah, and she's having that's literally not recommended to do. That's not recommended to do. You're not supposed to return. I'm getting fucking heated by this. You're not supposed to be lifting your arms. If your job involves lifting your arms at all, you're not supposed to go back to work for 10 to 14 days. And she's literally in the first 4 days having to lift her arms and shit. And they're refusing to fucking drain them and call her a baby.
Have to like be like happy in front of these like other doctors and just act like whatever.
Knowing damn well she's not getting paid more for this either.
The whole day comes to an end. I'm just so like angry and upset, because like at this point it's like, okay, it's not even about the money or anything like that, but like, you don't see me as a human being capable of experiencing physical pain, and that is a crazy thing, not just as my employer but as my doctor. So I'm sitting there and I think I'm like tearing up, and Rosie is like, oh, like maybe we can see if you can get your arms drained now. And it's not even him who does it. It's the Louisiana female doctor from that practice ends up draining my arms, and she does it with a needle, and she's like, wow, that's a lot of fluid. I've never seen this much fluid in an arm lipo patient. Like, you must have been in so much pain. And I'm like, yes, I was.
Oh no, I would have broken down right then and there as soon as she acknowledged, like, you must have been in so much pain. That would, waterworks, because it's like, yeah, thank you, finally someone fucking said it. Meanwhile, I was yelled at to stop being a fucking baby.
So we leave, we go back to Miami the next day, and the next day I'm thinking, okay, like, I obviously worked extra time, like, I'm gonna go home because I'm not getting paid extra, whatever. And they're like, let's go to the office, let's film a podcast, let's do the TikTok, So we go to the office, I work another full day, I'm working for 48 hours straight, by the way, and I finally go home after like this whole ordeal for the weekend, and I say to my friends, I am quitting on Monday. This is literally in November. Like, I quit in March, by the way, but this is in November. I'm like, I'm quitting on Monday. I get to work on Monday, fully prepared to quit, and Rosie comes, this is what I mean, like, she was like the emotional cleanup job. She comes into the room and she's like, I just want to say, like, we're sorry, and like, thank you so much for coming with us to Louisiana. Like, I know you didn't have to, which like, low-key, they made it seem like I had to. She's like, I bought you and Megan, the other social media girl who went, AirPod Maxes. And so like, I take the AirPod Maxes and I don't quit, and like, obviously accountability time, like, I probably still should have fucking quit, but it's just, you don't understand, like, I'm good friends with her at this point, and like, it's just like the easy thing for me to do is just like take the AirPod Maxes and just move on with my day, and like, okay, I'm gonna quit soon, just like, I can't handle this right now. This is another story which is like an aside, but I have to say it because this was actually so hurtful to me. So I had applied for Survivor and I went through the entire casting process. I was a finalist.
This is a random side tangent thing, but that's crazy about that. Yeah, like bought her Air Max Pros and it's like, I'm so sorry, Yeah, that's fucked up. That's crazy. Survivor, I think that's Canadian. Is that not Canadian? Oh, it's not Canadian at all. I'm just making it about myself. Survivor is like I don't know, you like go in the woods and you have to survive. In short, popular reality competition television where 16 to 20 contestants are marooned in an isolated exotic location with minimal supplies. Yeah, she wanted to be on that or applied.
So I obviously did not make it on the show, but I had to tell my employers because I was going to be gone for 3 months. This is like my dream come true. And when I had to tell them, I'm the kind of person, I hate telling people things until it happens. Like, I don't want anyone to jinx it, and I don't want negative opinions. So I had to tell them, but I didn't want to tell them. And I impressed on them, like, please, 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 this is very important to me personally. I don't want you to say anything to anyone. I have to tell you because you're my employer and I might be gone. and they're like, okay. The next day, or maybe that same afternoon, I walk into the OR and he has told the entire OR staff, who I think, I'm pretty sure, they did not really fuck with me. Like, they thought I was like annoying because they're really serious people, and like I would be in there like asking them to do TikToks and stay later than like they usually do, and they would have to because he would force them to. But like they just thought I was like I had a silly job, whatever. So when I went in there, they were like all making fun of the Survivor thing, and I was just like, I literally felt like a kid getting bullied at like the lunchroom table. I'm like, bro, like I tell you, this shit's my dream. Like, please don't say anything, and you just don't like have enough ability to understand other people that you just go shit on, like literally shit on that and laugh on it. Like, I went to my office and I sobbed, like literally sobbed. And of course, Rosie has to come and do the cleanup job. And mind you, I think that obviously he does not give a fuck about anybody's feelings because he just like literally can't read social cues. But I think he felt like extra comfortable because I was around them so much. Like, because of my friendship with Rosie, like I would be at their family dinners, I would go to family vacations, which were also like partially work. I would like, their sons would come to the office and hang around their sons. So, like, I was very like around their family, like probably more than any other employee has ever been, which is why like people might not have the same experience as me, because no one knew them that well, you know what I mean? And it was just constantly like me being like, bro, like actually that's fucking crazy of you to do, and him being like, and Rosie be like, doctor, like say sorry, and he'd be like, yeah, I guess I'm sorry. Like, he just doesn't like, it's just like a hard person to work for. And this story that I'm gonna tell, I'm sorry I have to make this part into 2 parts. This story I'm gonna tell actually
I need to get some popcorn.
puts everything together for you to understand like the kind of person he is.
Sorry, I shouldn't be smiling right now, but she's good at storytelling. She's like, this next story, you wait for it. I'm like, ooh, tell me please. Deadass want to make some popcorn right now. I have I already exposed the fact that I'm wearing pajama pants. Pretend that I'm wearing normal pants, but I feel like I'm at a sleepover right now. I get comments sometimes on my videos that'll be like, it feels like we're all at a sleepover sometimes, and like I love that, I appreciate that, but like I don't see it. Like when I watch my own videos, well, I guess obviously when I watch my own videos it doesn't feel like I'm at a sleepover with myself, but like watching this video with you guys feels like we're all at a sleepover and we're watching it together.
This story is actually fucking crazy. Like, this is crazy. Okay, part 2. Why?
Okay, let's watch the story.
Okay, part.
What? Why are we at
part 2. Okay, part.
Why are we at part 4? What happened to part 3? What happened to part 3? She's hyping up part 3 as if it's a big story, and all of a sudden part 3's gone? I'm gonna find it. You know I'm gonna find it. Don't tell me I can't find it. I'm not settling for that. Okay, I understand now. The title of this video literally says, guys, this is part 3. I made a mistake. She accidentally called it part 4, but it's part 3.
For why I left, before I can get into like the next part, which is supposed to be a continuation of the other one, I have to talk about my faults in all of this. Because obviously I'm giving you like a highlight reel of all the bad things that happened. And so like I kind of have to give you a highlight reel of all the ways I was wrong. I fucked up. Like, I should never have had a personal relationship with their family. But to be fair with you, like,
she needs to stop blaming herself.
I went from having jobs with like people that were my age and that I like am still friends with to this day, like best friends with, that like for me work was like synonymous with like fun, and that is my fault. Like, I played a part in that. Another thing is I had a boss, her name was Yami. Bro, she told me something that I will forever remember in my life. She said, you are not a tree. She was like, you.
Girl, no offense, what the fuck are we talking about? You are not. I want to get to the next part. I'm probably going to skip around this video in the final edit because it's just a whole lot of her blaming herself. It's really not necessary.
You are not a tree. You are not stuck anywhere. Like, you can get up and you can move. And if you don't like something, you should go. And I'm not a tree. And I was never a tree.
You're not
and
a tree.
there are so many times that I could have just gotten up and left. And I truly, because I've done it before, I truly believe that had I not had all this other shit going on, I would have. Like, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary to leave a job and start from scratch, and you know, you're low-key being like emotionally kind of manipulated in a way with the way that like Rosie, like you're like friends with this girl now, and she's like buying you stuff, doing the cleanup, yeah. And
lastly, like, I am not too stupid to know that in telling you guys, like, this is not the kind of person that I fuck with. I am admitting that I helped platform someone who I don't think that people would fuck with, you know? So, like,
I mean, it was your job.
That is also wrongdoing on my part.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Don't care. Don't care in the sense that, like, whatever she says to blame herself, I ain't subscribing to it. I'm just not, you know? Next part. Now we're in for the storytelling, the story that she was talking about in her last part.
Okay, this is the real part 4 of why I love Dr. Miami, and it's just this one specific story that blew my mind, and I think when this happened, I could not move past this. This was like my breaking point, I think, where I was like, the end is near. So I actually just spoke before when I said all he cares about is money. He actually only cares about his family, and he has a humongous family, and he provides for all of them, so he needs money to provide for them. So they would go on religious holidays for like 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, and during that time the practice would be shut down and they wouldn't be making money because he wasn't doing surgery. When he would come back from these long periods of times, he would be on everyone's ass like Donkey Kong. And so that happened one time, and when he came back, he was like, social media is stupid, I don't know what the fuck your job is, you're kind of useless. Like, I remember him just telling me like, your job is dumb and pointless, like I don't even know why you're here, which is crazy because at the time it was peak Dr. Miami. I was like,
that's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's not uncommon for employers to make employees feel undervalued, but just to straight up be like, your job is fucking useless. Why are you here right now? Your arms are fat. I did lipo. You need it again, bitch. Your arms are fucking fat. You're useless. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Meanwhile, she literally grew this man 2 million followers in the span of a year, tripled his platform in the span of a fucking year.
Like, I remember him just telling me like, your job is dumb and pointless, like I don't even know why you're here. So he's like, we need to make money on the individual videos, and I'm like, I'm just trying to say anything to get them off my back because I'm fed up, like I'm so exhausted at this time. So I'm like, well, there's a creativity beta program, which is if you make a video over 1 minute, you get paid a lot per view. So I'm like, yeah, maybe we could try that. And Rosie's like, that's perfect, let's do scrub in with me's.
We don't have that in Canada. TikTok's my biggest platform and never seen a damn dime from it. That's why you'll see creators like dragging on their videos so that it's over 1 minute, because you can get paid if you make a video over 1 minute. But not me. I live in Canada and they hate us.
And like, get ready with me, but scrub in. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever you say, I'm gonna do. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just meeting the minimum requirement. I'm still doing my regular job perfectly, but like this whole making you more money per video, I actually could not give less than a
more
fuck.
money.
So we do it. It pops off. He gets like $800 from one video, and he's like so excited. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do this every day.
Do we have any predictions as to whether or not she got a cut off of the money that she made him? The extra almost 1K that she made him on just one video.
For 30 days, and in a month I make $24,000, and like boom. But I tell him, if you do this every day, you're gonna exhaust it, no one's gonna like it, you're not gonna get the same views, and that's exactly what happened. So he's like, So simultaneously, I'm using the creativity beta program because I'm looking for a way out, and I'm like, if I could make like an
so she's posting videos on her own account, making money on these videos, posting videos over a minute, trying to get some extra money so that she can leave.
$800 a month. I could change my circumstance. Like, I'm in a bad place, but I'm like, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I have this idea to do behind the scenes, like recording his TikTok videos, like hella meta. And I would edit it to be 1 minute and 1 second, and I would only post it once a month so I can make like $800 or something similar to that. And I felt like I had hit the gold mine. It had only happened once before he noticed it, and his shit was flopping, and he was like, hey, I saw that video you posted, it was so funny. And I'm like, thank you, ha ha ha. He's like, let's post those videos on my account instead.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
You greedy bitch. That's crazy. So she's posting these videos to her personal TikTok, these behind the scenes of filming his TikToks, whatever, to make a extra few bucks a month so that she can get the fuck out of there. The second that he sees it, his TikToks are flopping because he was forcing her to post these behind the scene videos every single day. She told him, she was like, people aren't gonna like it if we post it every single day. It's gonna get exhausted, whatever. And it did, just like she said, because she's the social media person. She obviously knows what the fuck is up. So it's not really her fault that it was flopping. It's literally his fault. He made her do that. And then when she starts posting these videos, he sees it and he's like, I want that on my account. Which means she won't be making money off of it because he's not giving her money for the extra money that he's making with these TikToks. That's the thing, bro. If you have an employee that is you can directly link to, I am making an extra 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. 1,000 is just off of one video. I'm making an extra minimum, probably 5 to 20K a month off of this program, and I can directly attribute that to this employee. You give them a raise. You give them a damn fucking raise. Like, it's the bare minimum. If you can literally directly link this extra thousands and thousands of dollars a month coming in to this employee, you give them a raise, dude.
So I tell him no, but like for one full week, he would come to work and like fight me on it, then concede, then come the next day, fight me on it, concede, fight me on it, concede. And I explained to him, I'm like, this one video, you would wipe your ass with the money it makes.
Yeah, and that's
to anything.
the thing. And $1,000, not only would he ruin it because he would want her to be doing it every single fucking day and it would exhaust it, just like she fucking said, but $800 to him, that's fucking nothing. 25 million net worth. That's nothing. That's nothing at all. It's nothing at all. Like, one plastic surgery, bro. Plastic surgeries are so expensive. A minimum cost for plastic surgery is like 10 fucking K, bro. An extra $1,000 a month. That's not a lot to him. That would make a difference to her, though.
I just want to post
I honestly feel like he wanted to keep her financially dependent on him,
so that I don't have to ask you for a raise again and you don't have to turn me down again. Like, I'm just like, I felt so demoralized in that moment because I have felt like I was going through so much shit and I had taken so much rejection in terms of like trying to better my fucking circumstance. And then finally I find something that's like, boom, I'm not inconveniencing anyone. It's not taking away from my job. It's not doing anything. And he just wants to take it from me because he can. And the worst part is like, I would be like, Rosie, he's gonna wipe his ass with that money. Like, I don't get it. And she's like, it's not about the money for him. He finds it really funny. And I'm like, that's so bad because it is about the money for me and I need it. So the fact that he is like insisted on taking it from me when it's just shits and giggles to him, it like literally made me so like, whoa, you really don't give a fuck about me as a human being. And at one point Rosie tells me, well, you know what, he is entitled to those videos. And I'm like, no, he's not. What? I'm in all of your videos. And she's like, well, he's at least entitled to half. And I'm like, how's he entitled to half? And she's like, because he's in your videos. And I'm like, how much money have
He's entitled? What the oh my god, my chair's folding on me again. Hang on. But bro, he's entitled to half because he's in your videos. Okay. She's in your fucking videos. You guys saw the videos that I showed you of like what she was posting on his account. She's in those videos too. Where's her half, Dr. Miami? Where's her half? Not only is she in the videos, she's coming up with the idea for the videos, she's creating the videos, and she's posting the videos. But she's not entitled to half when it's your money. You're only entitled to half when it's her money. Right.
Like, he's at least entitled to half. And I'm like, how's he entitled to half? And she's like, because he's in your videos. And I'm like, how much money have you guys made from the videos I'm in that I never got a part of? And she's like, that's a part of your employment. And I was like, well, part of my employment contract, part of the reason you hired me is because I had my own following. And it was an understanding that he would be in my content and I would be in his content. So she's like, you know what, you're right. But like, there's no like winning with him. I'm going to try to talk to him, whatever. So I tell him, I'm like, I get it. Like, you think it's funny? Like, I'm going to make 2 behind the scenes. I'm going to post one for me this weekend.
But the fact that she has to have this constant conversation with him over him just seeing something that she's doing and being like, I want that actually for myself. Like, you're not entitled to that, though.
On your account this weekend.
It's crazy this is even a discussion.
That's the plan. That weekend, it's Sunday. It's the only day a week that I don't like talk to anyone that I work with. Like, I just post the videos and I go about my business. And he texts me and he's like, are you gonna post a TikTok? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, the Queen Charlotte one? And I'm like, no, the Queen Charlotte one is for my account. The OR one is for your account. Like, we talked about this. And he's like, I want both.
Oh my god, well, you can suck my fucking toe, bitch. Like,
and I was just like, why are you doing this? Like, I literally said to him, I'm like, no, like, why are you being so greedy? And he's like, stop being a baby and just do what your boss says.
Fuck
and for me, it was just like, this is
oh hell no, oh hell no, oh hell no, oh hell no.
Like, this is you as a person.
I would have been squared up with my weak little liposuction arms. Fuck you, Dr. Miami. That's fucked.
No matter how many times someone explains something to you, no matter how many boundaries they try to fucking put, you don't care. The only thing you care about is what's right in your mind, and what's right in your mind is shits and giggles and popularity and being funny and making money and all these things. But like, when there's a real person in front of you who is like helping you be successful day in, day out, and they're asking you for like the bare minimum, which is to just let them have something that they're entitled to and doesn't take away from you, you refuse to let them have it. But so you understand the timeline. That happened in October. My arm lipo happened in October. The trip to Louisiana happened in November. AirPod Maxes happened in November. My family stuff began in September. So like it was the end of the year that was just so bad for me. But like each thing was just like one after the other, after the other, after the other. And I was just like, this is so bad. Like I was just like, I just need to put my head down and just continue because I can't until March comes around. And then it comes a day that I finally fucking quit. That's going to be the last part,
which is next. Okay. Last part, guys.
Okay, last part, why I left Dr. Miami. This is politics.
Politics.
Now, you guys know I'm the woker. I've been the woker since
I love that. I love using that term. What's the audio?
My name is
the woker. Why so curious? I love that audio. My name is the woker. Why so curious?
She's so big. In 2020, no followers, no audience. If I believe some shit, I'm gonna say it. And is this the first boss I've had that couldn't be more diametrically opposed to me politically? No. But it is the first circumstance where my image is tied to another person.
So he's not woke. And he's not woke. So that means a lot of things. That could be, he could be against LGBT. He could be racist. He could be a bigot, just a bigot. Let's see.
If you want to pay me, that's okay. And if you want to treat me like shit, that's fine too. But you will not make me die on a hill that I don't want to die on. And you will also not make tens of thousands of people believe that I think what you think. That will never happen.
Oh.
So March 2023, I come into the office and my phone is blowing up. And people are commenting because they're saying me from Dr. Miami. I'm blocking a bunch of accounts and comments of people saying hashtag save Dr. Sarah, who was a doctor stuck in a hospital that was getting endlessly bombed in Gaza. I actually would never delete or block those comments. I thought.
So he was blocking accounts and deleting comments saying save Dr. Sarah. So bro, and as far as anybody's concerned, she's the one running the account. So people are like, what the fuck? Like, why are you blocking and deleting accounts saying save Dr. Sarah?
It was genius that Operation Olive Branch had used like super viral accounts to spread awareness and engagement through the comments. I thought it was genius. Like, I couldn't have thought of that strategy myself. I would have never blocked or deleted those comments, but I get to work and this man has done it all while I'm asleep. I'm like, hell.
Bro, everything that Dr. Miami does for his social media, leave it alone. Leave your social media alone. Leave it alone, though. Also, like, bro, you're hardly on the social media account. You don't run the social media account. You let her run the social media account, yet you're so anti-Palestine against Dr. Sarah that you're like compelled to go onto the account and block and delete comments that are saying that. And mind you, people are commenting this stuff to spread awareness. That's the whole point. You go to popular TikToks and you comment shit like that, or you comment Free Palestine, or you comment whatever to spread awareness because it's a popular video. And he's just so inclined to be like, nah, actually, fuck that, and block and delete.
But I get to work and this man has done it all while I'm asleep. I'm like, hell no. I'm fuming. Rosie's like, chill. I'm fuming. I'm like, Rosie, this is actually crazy. This is like actually insane. And she's like, let's record the podcast. And then we're just gonna record the podcast and then you can go home because we know you're mad. Can never leave without a little day's work. So we go to the podcast, but I'm obviously not fucking listening to the podcast, guys. Like, they're telling a story about some crime in plastic and I'm scrolling on my phone and this guy has the audacity to be like, like, what are you looking at on your phone? And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? What am I looking at my phone? So I'm going back and forth to this guy. I'm screaming, like, I'm literally like, bro, I already came in, like, I'm done. But then when he had the audacity to be like, what are you looking at? Again, he doesn't think anything is serious. So I get up and I'm like, I'm done. And I go to the...
And also remember her saying he doesn't take anything serious because he responded. He responded to this part series. She got millions and millions and millions of views. He responded. And boy, did he take it anything but serious.
Elevator to leave, and Rosie's like, send Rizzle, and I'm like, I don't know Rosie. The elevator closes and I leave. But meanwhile, they had a furniture collab that was scheduled to be recorded the next week, and the furniture people were coming to the office to record the brand deal, their contractually obligated brand deal. And of course, whose ideas did they need? Me. So after I left the office, I did not speak to the Dr. Miami people for like
crazy
a week.
how much they
And
literally need her, and they're oh my gosh, like, is she a joke to you? Just, not only is it like the fucking race thing, the money thing, the arm lipo thing, the everything, the making her post TikToks would get you extra thousands of dollars a month, meanwhile she's not even allowed a cut of it, and then when she tries to post her own TikToks, you're like, actually, I want those TikToks for my profile of it. But now, you're deleting comments that are saying, save Dr. Sarah, and you're blocking people. And just letting her completely fall for it, and everybody think that that's her doing, because everybody knows that she's a social media person. She runs the account for Dr. Miami. So everybody's now putting that blame on her, thinking that it's her that's doing that. And she's not even allowed to fucking say shit about it, say against it, say, no, that was actually Dr. Miami. Because it's her job to make him look good. When he's actively going against that. What?
the furniture people reached out to me and they're like, hey, we're thinking about this idea and this idea. And I'm like, oh, I actually quit. You should text Rosie. And then Rosie's like, wait, just found out from the furniture people that you quit. And I'm like, was no one else in the room with me? Like, I literally detonated and then never spoke to you again, and you think that I'm coming back to work? But you know what? Valid. I guess I didn't expressly say I quit. So I'm talking to my mom and she's like, Son, you need to be a professional. Like, you already didn't quit with any notice. Like, you left them hanging. Like, just go do the brand deal thing. Like, not even for his sake, but like for the furniture people.
No,
like,
fuck y'all. Give me a fucking raise at least. At the very least. Like, I'm not coming back till that happens.
They're gonna catch a stray for no reason. So I'm like,
I wouldn't be coming back in general, but also like, it's the least you could fucking do.
And I show up to record the brand deal for them. Guys, I have dumb bitch written on my forehead. So I do the couple hours of filming. I'm about to leave and then something happens, but like, doesn't matter. Rosie is like, we would love to speak to you. This part blows my fucking mind. So she takes me into Dr. Miami's office. We're sitting on these little chairs and she says, Doctor, I don't know if you know, but Santina's quit. And this guy turns around and says, what? Why? And I, again, detonate. I didn't know you could detonate twice. I start going crazy. I'm screaming. I'm crying. I'm like, I can't stand you. I can't stand you. And he's like, okay, so do you want to make, like, literally, I'm going crazy. And he's like, do you want to do like a little TikTok saying goodbye? And I'm like,
exactly. Exactly. Her fucking face. What do you...
What? No, like, I hate you. Like, I'm literally going crazy. And he's like, you're just going to leave the audience hanging? And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Bro, like, I was like, this is you, bro. Nothing phases you. Like, all you care about is the little clout that you can get here and then and the next. A little giggle that someone might fucking give you. You're a jester. You're a jester. Anyway, so I come down and I'm just like, I need to get out of this conversation. So they're like, Rosie's like,
sorry, somebody commented and said Dr. Miami on his way to tell you that he wants these posted on his account. I'm sorry.
Apologizing, of course, and I think his son is in the room, and she's like, well, maybe you could teach his son, like,
fuck you, I'm not teaching anybody shit, fuck you.
There's nobody, it's not clicking to anybody, and because
she's
I
like
always
so like enraged, like literally like reached her breaking fucking point, crashing the fuck out, and he's like, so you're gonna film a goodbye TikTok? At least teach my son how to film TikToks then. Gosh, as she's losing her mind. Hello? Time and place? And you did it on my birthday dinner. Like, what are we talking about?
This is March, by the way. I always had hella backlog of videos to post because the best at my job. They post videos that I had made for like 1 full week after I quit. And then they wait to announce that I quit on April 1st. It is the perfect ending. The perfect ending for a fucking jester. You announce that I quit on April 1st when all we do is joke on the internet. Obviously, the entire internet thinks it's a joke, but that is a strategic decision. And they post that before I could say anything, and the caption is like, pop off, queen, or whatever the fuck it is, because they want to make people think that I left in a positive manner. Either that's the image they want to put out there, or that's genuinely how he felt, which either one could be fucking true, I'm not sure. But that's why I quit, and that's how I quit. I didn't say anything because I know how the internet is. Even now, my videos, I'm seeing other people summarize it like a game of telephone, like not even what I said. So I knew that aspect. I was already in a bad place. And then number 3, I do genuinely feel like there were people who worked there, his family members, that I did not want them to catch any strays. Like, even, like, obviously Rosie was a part of this story, but I do genuinely feel like she was my friend, like, to this day.
Well,
and I think
she was
that
not your fucking friend. Like, I get it, she was also working for Dr. Miami, but she was able to see where you were coming from. When it came to the, like, videos that you were posting on your own TikTok account that you had every right to, and then she comes to you and it's like, no, but I feel like Dr. Miami should be allowed to post him on his account instead, or he should at least be getting paid 50%. Like, no, any reasonable human with a fucking working frontal lobe would know that she is entitled to the money from that, especially considering the fact that she doesn't get any of the money for the videos that Dr. Miami posts on his account that she films for and is also in. She doesn't get 50% of that. And she was just deluded, and instead of maybe advocating for you, she never advocated for you. She had so many ample opportunities to be like, yeah, Dr. Miami, sorry, but like she does have a point, da da da. She never once took it. She's not your friend.
her trying to rectify all the situations was out of care for me. Like, I know you guys are gonna think like, bitch, you're like manipulated, but it's not true. Like, she wouldn't rectify the situation if it was like somebody else, and I think she made the effort because she cared about me. But at the end of the day, she is a part of the family business, and it's a family business, and the family business is always gonna come first, which is something like I can understand, but just in hindsight, it's like, damn. Regardless of the situation, me deciding not to say anything led to so much speculation, and the part that really upset me the most is that every time there was some sort of conversation between why I left, it always came down to me versus another woman. It was always like, who cares if Santina left, the new girl's better, or I don't like the new girl, Santina was better. And to me, that was the part that I was like, bro, this is worst case scenario, because the fact that no one could see the common denominator between all of us is one man is the fucking issue. So if a conversation is to be had, it's about the common denominator, not us, and definitely not us against each other. And that's my fucking piece, and I said it. Let's let it die now. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, yeah, so that's her part series about everything, why she left Dr. Miami, fucking surviving Dr. Miami, everything that went down with that. But y'all, you thought that was bad? He responded. How do you think he responded? Well, I'm gonna show you how he responded, but I'm gonna run to Walmart because they're closing soon, and I actually genuinely might get some popcorn. I'm gonna get a little snack, and I will be right back. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, hello. I am back. I had some California roll cucumber salad. It's really good. It's like cucumber, whipped cream cheese, green onion, soy sauce, everything bagel seasoning, lime juice and cilantro, salmon, and avocado. And now I have a little bit of a headache just from the quarter of avocado that I ate because I am allergic to avocado, and I'm aware that I'm allergic to avocado, but I just put myself through this anyways. I was bound to get a headache nonetheless, either from the avocado or watching Dr. Miami's response. So at least I got it from doing something I love, eating something that's bad for me. Also, while I was at Walmart, picked up this bad boy.
Hello, princess.
So, expect to be seeing this sucker in future videos, all I'm gonna say. Subscribe for Sonic. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe for Sonic. And also, if you want to let me know how my videos looking, how my audio's sounding, this is my first video on my new PC. But if I'm having any microphone issues, just let me know. I'll never take offense to that. I'm a little bit clueless when it comes to audio and stuff. Like, I'll watch a video and I'll be like, yeah, this is fine. But I always have background noise running in my house, so I can't really ever tell. I'm truly just clueless. So if I ever have some like background noise that's bothering y'all, or if the audio is bothering y'all, just let me know. I won't take offense. Anyways, let's watch. So Dr. Miami, what did he say in response to this? So, first TikTok we see. We have news. I'm sure this is going to be super... Okay, let's just...
We have an announcement to make. Honestly, it's been a long time coming.
He's so scary, low-key. Wait, I've never really seen him. Wait, stop.
Honestly, it's been...
Oh my god, does he have dentures, or is that like veneers? He looks like he's wearing someone's fucking face. He's like creeping me out a little bit.
Coming.
Sorry. But does he not look like... Who does he look like? Guys, if anybody can let me know in the comments what this is reminding me of. Kind of like Steve Carell, if Steve Carell He looks like he's wearing Steve Carell's face. That's what he looks like. In like a bad way. He looks like Steve Carell in a scary way.
Announcement to make.
He looks like a puppet of Steve Carell.
We have an announcement to make. Honestly, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I feel like you guys have felt it too.
We're bringing the magic back.
I don't know how this is gonna work.
It's gonna be great. You ready?
Okay, what? Okay, I don't understand. Comments are just talking about Santina. $25 an hour, no health care. $25 an hour in Miami. Girl, how much you making? Talking about the girl that's working for them now. Santino's video was right above this. Okay, so we have news. I guess let's go to the next TikTok. Maybe that will explain fucking anything at all. If you're wondering, this is how I woke up this morning.
It's okay, wake him up. It's fine.
Michael, I have to show you something.
Reasons why I left Dr. Miami, guys.
On it.
Okay, so mind you, she posted a 4-part series talking about your mistreatment of her, underpayment of her, saying shit to her like, your arms are fat, you need lipo, literally bullying her into going to like fucking Pilates or CrossFit or whatever it was every single day for like a year. She talked about how she would come to work and every single week you guys would measure her arms up until you finally convinced her to let her give you liposuction, and then 4 days after she gets that liposuction, you force her to go on this fucking trip with y'all where she has to be reaching up and filming shit in her. She's talking about her arms are killing her so bad. Once the fluid is finally drained, the doctor who drained the fluid was like, holy shit, you must have been in so much pain. This is horrible, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, when she was telling Dr. Miami how much pain she was in, Dr. Miami was like,
Stop being a baby.
Dr. Miami also said stop being a baby in like a bunch of other case scenarios. Like she was posting TikToks to her account to try to make some extra money a month, and you were demanding that those get posted on your account. And then she was like, what the fuck? No, I have every right to this. You guys aren't paying me enough. Like you tells her to stop being a baby. Literally so much. I don't even remember all the shit that she went over, but it was literally so fucking much that y'all were doing. Like straight up like abusive workplace. And this is what you come back with? This is what y'all come back with?
It's okay, wake him up. It's fine.
Michael, I have to show you something.
Reasons why I left Dr. Miami, guys.
On it.
How weird. She's accusing you of serious shit. And then not to mention, when people were like, save Dr. Sarah, and he was blocking people and deleting comments that were saying that. And this is what you come back with. Okay, for sure. Comments saying shit like, oh, y'all thought y'all ate. Literally proving her point. $25 an hour for worldwide recognition. She was a whole PR agency. I'm so disappointed. This is weird. We're all on her side. Sorry. Like, literally nobody is... Oh, well, I guess this person said, could never make me hate this man. Right. Anyways, okay, let's watch the next thing he posted. Hey! POV, your soft launch gets you in a PR disaster. Hey! How y'all doing? I don't know what that's referring to. Oh, someone commented, said you measuring their arms too. Next TikTok.
This might be you.
Is he talking?
I wish I could get my dream body. I just can't pay for it all at once.
Don't be sad. We work with Care Credit. I'm excited to partner with Care Credit because getting your dream
Still getting sponsors is crazy.
Emily? You look great. That's a snazzy belt. Oh, thank you. My name is Cheyenne.
He's just posting like everything's normal. So he just posted one thing about it and then just completely ignored it. His one and only response is again exactly like she said he always does. making a joke out of it, not taking it seriously. There was a part that really stands out to me in her series where she talked about being in so much pain after that arm lipo surgery, and his first priority is just like, it was both that part where his first priority was filming TikToks and getting her to do work for him before he would drain the fluid in her arms. That part, and then also the part in which after she freaked out at them was like, I'm quitting, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he goes, okay, so are you gonna film a goodbye TikTok? Those moments stand out to me so much, and it really resonated with me the way that she was like, it felt as if he didn't see me as a person. Like, it felt as if he didn't see me as a person. All he ever cared about was the monies, the views, the attention. All attention is good attention was another part that she said. And yeah, I think that is like all he did with this TikTok, where he definitely thought he ate, was prove the kind of person he was, just really solidify it. If anybody had any wonders about it, he just solidified it. I wonder if he's getting comments to this day talking about it. Let's look at his most recent TikTok. Damn, people are just moving on, huh? Well, I mean, his recent TikTok only has 42 comments, so yeah. I don't want to say anything about him falling off because that would just be me dissing his new social media girl, which is exactly what Santina said that she didn't want. She didn't want people pitting the girls against each other. That's not fair necessarily. I'm just saying she was a very big asset for you, Dr. Miami. And that's not to shade the new social media girl. Just because Santina was amazing doesn't mean the new social media girl is bad. It just means Santina was amazing. She really knew what she was doing. Oh, Dr. Miami spoke to TMZ. Dr. Miami tells TMZ he saw Santina as a daughter, not as an employee. He says that she came to his home for Shabbat dinners and traveled with his family to Israel. I didn't know he was Israeli. Stand up. Oh my god, that's crazy. Wait, that adds so much more to the, like, deleting the fucking comments about Dr. Sarah, save Dr. Sarah. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Yo, free Palestine. That's all I'm gonna say. The doctor says that their relationship was close and like family, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to family, bro, you know it's a toxic work environment when it's like, we're a family here. What that means is they're gonna underpay you and fucking trauma bond with you and guilt trip you if you try to leave them. That's all that means. It means you need to put fucking everything on the line for their business as if you literally are their family. Literally said the infamous everyone that works here is family. Brutal. Dr. Miami says he's sad she moved on and is more sad that she had that experience. What do you mean that she had that experience? That's what you did. I'm so sorry she had the experience of me making her fucking measure her arms every single week. But he says he doesn't want to invalidate what she's expressing, but he says from his perspective, his team is happy and paid well. $40,000 a year. Half the average US annual income, for sure. There's no bad blood on his end, and he's forever grateful for the work that he did in his social media presence, and he wishes her the best and would hire her back. She ain't coming back. As for the liposuction claims, he says, I have a very different perspective. I'm a plastic surgeon and I'm supposed to make patients feel better. People come to me with insecurities. I don't create insecurities. Not sure what she's referring to. The surgery went beautifully. I would never put her at risk in any way. In regard to the situation with her arms, I don't remember details, but she did get drained by another. Okay, it happened. Like that statement, he doesn't even have the gall to say that that didn't happen. He just says, I have a different perspective. It happened. That's what always boggles my mind when it comes to people like this, when it comes to like people that have done horrible things. They can't even bother to lie. Like why do people always do that? They never just lie and deny the claims. Their approach is always to like weirdly kind of shady, like beat around the bush and like insinuate that the claims aren't true. But like they never just say it's not true, which means it was true, which means it was true. If he can't fucking say it wasn't true, it absolutely fucking happened. That's not how I remember it. Okay. Anyways, let's watch a couple TikToks. I see this one that I was interested in looking at.
Someone that personally knows Dr. Miami and plastic surgery and Santina, she's not lying. What she said in the video was 100% true. There is no NDA, so I'm not really worried about it. But basically, you would pay $20,000, $10,000, $30,000 to Dr. Miami to learn his social media stuff. And essentially, he made a club called the Dr. Miami Club or something like that. And it was a bunch of plastic surgeons that would hype each other up in the comments, on videos. Every time they would post, they would go into this club and say, hey, you guys, I posted, go support the page. At the time of working for this plastic surgeon, he had just gotten into social media. This particular surgeon would pay Dr. Miami so much money every month to be part of this club.
So that's what Santina was talking about. She was like, he would have these surgeons come to the office, whatever, and I would teach them how to use TikTok. I would teach them this. I would set up this for them. And they were paying anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 for this program that Santina was running. And she, no matter what she did, no matter how many trips she went on for them, no matter how many TikToks she posted for them, when she got them on the TikTok creator program and she was making them an extra like $800 per fucking video, she's running these fucking clubs and running these fucking seminars about like how to do TikTok, shit like that. No matter what she was doing, no matter how much extra money she was pulling in for Dr. Miami, that flat $25 an hour, that's all she got. That's all she ever saw. So this girl's basically saying, yeah, it's true. I worked for a different plastic surgeon that literally attended these clubs.
And when I went to meet Dr. Miami, he was nice, but he wasn't kind. There is a difference. Nice is when you're like polite, hi, how are you? And kind is when you can tell that someone is actually a good person besides being polite and having manners. Dr. Miami treated his staff horribly.
Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted by comments. Somebody said, I remember this club. Dr. Six was part of it. Dr. Juttenberg or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his actual name. Dr. Six, yo, I'm gonna give you some Canadian lore. Dr. Six is a plastic surgeon in Toronto, that's where I live, who was part of a $22 million class action lawsuit for secret, constant, 24-hour surveillance cameras throughout his clinic in which he would post intimate before and after surgery photos and graphic videos on Snapchat and Instagram without patient consent. I remember, because I actually was looking into arm lipo. Okay, guys, don't make fun of me. Don't, whatever. I have my reasons for the arm lipo thing. Okay, if I were to actually break it down for you guys, the reason why I want to get it, I feel like a lot of people that are against that would be like, okay, wait, that actually makes a lot of sense, and they would understand the ways in which it would contribute to my overall health in a positive way. Okay, because I do hold more fat in my arms, so I feel as if I need to be at a lower weight for that fat to not be in my arms. I feel like I need to be at a lower weight, but I could just be at like a healthier weight, but I'm scared of being at like a healthier weight because of the arm situation. Okay, so it's actually a healthy thing. But anyways, when I was looking into that, Dr. Six was literally one of the people that I was going to have a consultation with. And then I was like looking on Reddit about it because I like to see what people have to say about certain plastic surgeries. And somebody dropped that bomb on me and was like, don't go to him. He literally was involved in this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the fuck? Crazy. Literally 24-hour surveillance cameras in his fucking clinic. And he would post surgeries. Keep in mind, these girls are naked. Post surgeries without patient consent. I don't know how he's still around now. Like, how does he still have like a license? Whatever, a bunch of legal reasons why he technically is still able to have his license, but he was on like a 6-month suspension. And I guess he paid the $22 million. That's crazy that he's just able to still have his license. It was only suspended for a period. Crazy. But anyways, that's just a side tangent. That comment just reminded me of that. Of course, Dr. Six was also involved in this sketchy shit, bro. What the fuck?
Times I was there, he would kind of jokingly talk down on them and
on his employees.
Be like, I don't know, it was like really odd because I saw him like so famous. Like I'm like, oh my god, Dr. Miami. And I think I went to his office twice, take us out for dinner one of the times, and like I said, he was nice, but you could tell like everything in his brain was like money, which makes sense. He's a millionaire doctor known for social media. But Santina literally blew him up. He's in rappers' songs and all this stuff, but compared to a lot of different surgeons, Dr. Miami's not a phenomenal plastic surgeon, and this is
we saw the clap photos. We saw the nose job clap photos before and after. Yeesh.
A lot of plastic surgeons will go to conferences and talk about him, and they're like, he's not a great plastic surgeon, but he's a genius in marketing. Now
Santina is
went and jumped into
his social media managers are
social media really early on, and having Santina come in and bring that Gen Z young millennial mentality really boosted his social platforms.
Okay, anyways, another TikTok.
Here are my thoughts on the Santina and Dr. Miami drama going on online as an employment lawyer. This really stood out to me for a possible labor violation.
When they gave me that raise, which basically was just like, wait, come in less days, do the exact same amount of work, they were like, literally do not tell anyone, by the way, that we gave you a raise because you get paid more than some of the people who've worked here for 10 years.
Under the National Labor Relations Act, your employer is not allowed to tell you that you cannot discuss your pay or other work benefits with your coworkers. That's not allowed. If you get a raise or a bonus, they cannot tell you that you can't tell someone else you got a raise. They can't even discourage you from doing that. You can file a charge if they just discourage you. A couple other things stood out to me from her videos, just as my lawyer point of view, is a lot of the things that she has grievances about. I'm 100% on her side. I would not want to work there for that greedy man. However, being a bad boss or being greedy or not valuing someone right is not illegal. And so if you go watch all of her videos, most of it does not sound like it is unlawful or illegal conduct at work. Being a bad boss is not illegal. I do think it's really interesting, and I'd have to see her contract to see who gets what part of the intellectual property content from the videos, because her most recent part 4 talks about how he basically saw that her videos featuring her working there were more successful online and they were making money, and so he said he had the right to them and she couldn't post them, and he at least gets a right to half of her videos, when that's not really how that works. Let me know if you have any other questions about anything she has shared from her terrible employment experience there, and I'd be happy to elaborate.
Yeah, so that's the situation with Dr. Miami and his treatment of employees and Santina and why she left. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like every single part of that story, my mind is blown. I can't believe he still has so many fucking followers. He was losing followers for a good while. Santina posted her video a few months ago. He's at 3.2 million followers. I know that he was at 3.2 million followers when she first posted her video. So I think he went down in followers and then slowly kind of grew them back. And now he's at the same plateau that he was at when she first started posting for her. But it's just crazy that since she left, bro, she worked for him 2 years ago. And she talked about how she grew him to 3.2 million followers. It's been 2 years. He's still at 3.2 million followers. He's still at 3.2 million followers. God damn. Not that I can talk. Not that I'm a dust mite compared to him. Of course. But still, it just goes to show maybe value what you have while you have it. That's our takeaway for today's video. Value and appreciate what you have, and to the people in your life or to the people that help you in any sort of capacity, make sure they feel the love. Make sure they feel appreciated, you know? Yeah. Spread love, everybody. Go give Santina some love. Big shout out to her. You could tell in her first video, I actually didn't show this, but let me show real quick. She was so clearly so nervous to talk about it. And it took her 2 years to speak up about it. So this was when she first quit. So this was 2024. This was years ago.
Okay, so by now everybody knows that I quit Dr. Miami. And I thought that I would make a video to clarify a couple things because there's a lot of questions. Number one,
look, like,
I did ask quit. I do not work there. I've not worked there for like a week and a half. This is not an April 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th prank. It's not. Like, I do not work there. It's also not a PR move.
Because remember, he announced that she was quitting on literally April 1st.
Quitting one of the 2 jobs I have to support myself was not made lightly.
She did have 2 jobs to afford to live.
And number 3, I know I am a chismosa, like the biggest one ever. So I know that you guys want to know what happened, but I'm also like a real person who needs to move on with my life and figure out what I'm gonna do next. And so I'm just not in the place to talk about it. Maybe I will be in a couple months or year or years. But
2 years later.
Right now, no. Lastly, and the thing that I really want to say the most is thank you to everyone who's like DM'd, messaged, or made videos, and like all the kind words you've said to me and all the support and love. Like, can't lie, like when I started working for him and I saw the growth that we had as a duo, I imagined the day I would have to leave and like what would become of me afterward. Like I didn't know if people were gonna care about me outside of like the Dr. Miami Santina duo. And the things I've seen online show me that you guys do care for some reason, and I'm really like heartwarmed, especially during this time. So thank you. I'm super excited to share what's gonna come next. We'll see.
So yeah, that one was posted right after she quit. You could tell like body language, and I'm not normally one to like analyze body language, but like put the most nervous girl I've ever seen in front of my face and I might be able to point it out. You know what I mean? So, and then she talked about the reason what inspired her to make her series was the fact that every few months he would post something like kind of sneak dissing her, or he would respond to a comment kind of shading her. And that went on for fucking years till she finally snapped and she was like, you know fucking what? I'm gonna actually tell what fucking happened. And did Dr. Miami deny it? No, he said he doesn't remember it going that way. Right. So yeah, and that is the current lore to do with Dr. Miami. Shout out to Santina. Shout out to, no, not shout out to Clavicular, not shout out to Clavicular. We still hate Clavicular here, but I do, for everyone's sake, I do hope his nose heals not looking like two different fucking noses. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. I feel like that, the fact that Dr. Miami was the one that did his nose job, that just like kind of recently brought the Dr. Miami shit back up, and I was like, holy shit, I need to talk about this. Like, I just remembered all the shit that went down with Santina, and it's so fucking insane. And yo, I don't know how Survivor works, but I hope our girl gets on Survivor one day. I really fucking do, because they literally made fun of her. They made fun of her for her hopes and dreams of being on fucking Survivor, and she's gonna get that damn Survivor role one day. I know it. I know it. She's gonna kill it, and I'm gonna be watching. And we gotta manifest that for her, okay? After what she's fucking been through, oh, she's a survivor of something. That's for sure. But I hope that she also is a survivor of the TV series Survivor, because she talked about how that's her dream. And that's really sad that they just like clowned on her for like that literally high school bully shit. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down below. There were so many twists and turns in this story that had me literally fucking dumbfounded. Oh, and shout out to Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Yeah, that'll be all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.